The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. A literal story about a person that killed Santa Claus and takes over his position when nobody else can. I got nothing.
Remember when Disney didn't try to blow themselves during each opening movie logo? If the Santa Claus had come out these days, they'd have put the Magic Kingdom castle in the middle of the North Pole, with like hot rods and calendars with women in bikinis scattered around it to appeal to Tim Allen's demographic. What the hell kind of Christmas party is this? Everyone's on different floors, celebrating within the 36 inches between the offices and the railing. It's like this was held at a f***ing Embassy Suites.
Scott Calvin and Susan Perry.
You can tell how useless all this setup is by the fact that they do it during the opening credits. Do you really need to know who was responsible for the 4Q Midwest revenue growth this year? Viewer, you do not.
But our families aren't here with us right now. This is probably why Johnson's secretary's sitting in his lap.
Casual office adultery. Weren't the 90s great? Also, I know corporate dudes use people's last names a lot, but did Scott really call this dude Johnson? In a firm this large, I refuse to believe there's only one motherfucker with that super common surname. Also, these 2 minutes of party shenanigans still managed to be funnier than the entirety of Office Christmas Party.
Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells.
A full minute of Christmas caroling to finish off the opening credits, after we've already gone through the opening that shows what an asshole Scott is. Also, just in case the title of the film didn't give away the holiday theme, movie hits the audience over the head with Christmas so hard in the first 3 minutes that we all need eggnog ice packs.
Well, it is Christmas.
Judge Reinhold isn't masturbating to an imaginary Phoebe Cates in this scene. Also, just 3 years prior, Judge Reinhold probably would have been the lead in this film, but now he's playing second fiddle to the f***ing guy from Home Improvement. I like to believe that that is the inspirational juice he's putting behind this sarcastic wave.
You going to your mom's for dinner?
Actually, we're going to be with Neil's family.
Christmas at the Pound. Oh!
Remember how charming Tim Allen was back in the day? Really, besides Buzz Lightyear, this was every f***ing character he did. A crass dickhead that says whatever he wants and thinks he's super funny. And eventually turns out to have a heart.
And who gave you permission to tell Charlie there's no Santa Claus?
Considering how loud Scott is talking right now, he's pretty much taking care of that himself.
If we're going to destroy our son's illusions, I should be a part of it.
Yeah, but you're never around, are you, Scott?
Oh, please.
I really want to say that Liar Liar ripped this movie off 3 years later, but since it's so much better than this, I choose to believe that Liar Liar was in development for many years, and this movie ripped it off. I realize 1994 Disney isn't 2018 Disney, but Denny's was the best product placement tie-in they could get for a big holiday film. Hope they didn't cater the set as well. Moons Over Miami is literally the gift that keeps on giving.
All chocolate milk, please.
We're out.
Plain milk's fine.
Jesus Christ, even though I know all this turns out okay, I feel bad for this kid's super shitty night, so I'm gonna sin the movie anyway.
At least we know they got hot apple
Yeah.
pie.
We did.
Then maybe not be a dick and take the fucking sign down, Denny's.
Hey, yo!
The f- Santa's been at this a long time and has to have encountered a parent
Oh,
discovering
there it
it
is.
before, especially if he's making this much noise. This fall is total amateur hour. Also, that roof's like 18, 20 feet off the ground. If the Dark Knight taught me anything, and it's taught me plenty, including how to kill someone with a pencil, it's that falling from a couple stories up won't kill you. If Santa had broken his legs and couldn't complete the voyage, that would make a lot more sense. Yep,
Yeah.
he's done killed Santa, and if the movie took a hard left turn into a horror movie from this point on, I'd be much more interested.
Got him!
Man, Charlie's displaying some disturbing bloodlust in his early years.
If something should happen to me, put on my suit, the reindeer will know what to do.
Seems like a pretty f***ing important piece of info to just have half-ass stuffed in a coat. Oh,
Yeah, that is a short fall, isn't it? And yep, he killed Santa. I didn't even Fun fact for you. I thought Santa was unconscious or something. I don't know. I haven't watched this movie a lot. I've seen it 2 times. But he killed Santa Claus. Yeah, it's just a movie.
also, this is Santa's contingency plan. Just hand over the job to any Tim, Dick, or Harry who happens to be around during his death. This is less practical than giving singular authority over the American nuke codes to one highly unstable person. I understand.
He's waving his hand. He's not. People say he's dead, but he's clearly not dead. What?
And not everyone in this condo complex would wake up when Santa landed, but Scott and Charlie have made a lot of noise out here, so why isn't that waking anyone else up?
Dad, he disappeared.
I look forward to the end of the movie, when, after defeating the Empire, Scott will be visited by Santa's Force Ghost, who will be beaming with pride.
Charlie, come on down from there.
Actually, yeah, that roof is super steep, covered with snow, and has already killed a person tonight.
Whoa, this guy was huge.
Santa shaming. So it's the night before Christmas. The man standing last was convinced to play Santa by a rogue reindeer's gas.
Let's go!
Since the card said Scott had to put the suit on and the reindeer would know what to do, why are they doing anything if he doesn't have the suit on? I might believe in Santa, but his instructions aren't worth shit. Also, how many kids have been skipped due to this whole situation? I mean, I know Santa's magic and all, but he's also got a very tight window to squeeze the gift delivery into. So I'm just gonna assume the entire country of Botswana has now been missed. What the f is up with these effects? You might say it's only 1994, but then I would say we're only 3 years removed from T2 and 1 year removed from Jurassic Park, so f off.
How come everything I want to do is stupid?
Passive aggression.
Freezing my nubs off out here.
Which seems like yet another great reason to put the fucking suit on. This movie is taking way too long to Santa Claus. The movie is presenting us with a world where Santa exists, but the parents believe that he doesn't. So where the f do they think these toys come from for their kids every Christmas?
There's no chimney here!
Look, I can maybe buy that the entire complex where Scott lives was on Quaaludes or some shit, but they're making a tremendous amount of noise here, and the guy next door is already awake and armed. Where's his ass? Oh! What kind of terrible parent lets their kid sleep on the couch in the same room as the tree on Christmas Eve? Hey, whatever happened?
I slept on the couch a couple times, but only because my mom allowed me to around a decade ago. So maybe their parents allowed her to sleep on the couch just because. So they're not really shitty parents, if you ask me.
Happened to the rainforests. That was a big deal in the 90s, but you never really hear about them today. Are they good now? Did Fern Gully and Medicine Man really turn the tide in that battle? I guess movies saying that Scott and Charlie successfully delivered gifts to the Chicagoland area. Is that it? What about Guam, South Africa, Taiwan, Djibouti? Are they all screwed?
We're done, Comet! Oh.
Man, Tim Allen just disappears into this role, doesn't he? Honestly thought Scott was being played by Alan Rickman the first time I saw this. While I appreciate good subterfuge as much as the next guy, I don't understand why you need it all the fucking way out in the North Pole. Who else would be around to discover all this shit? I guess the elves are excited that Christmas is done, but did no one give a shit about the last Santa? He's fucking dead, man. Doesn't anyone want to say a few words or something? Does this happen all the time?
I thought I told you to stay in the sleigh. Who's this?
This brings up an interesting question. If the new Santa is required to take over for the old Santa, what if the new Santa has, like, a really important job that saves a lot of lives? He's gotta leave that shit? Also, what if he's taken over by a woman or a kid? The sequel's all about the Mrs. Claus, so what would happen then? My point is that everyone involved with this movie was way too busy handling that mountain of cocaine than putting any actual thought into the script.
Larry, take Charlie here and get him some chow.
Strangers with candy.
Then you're the new Santa. In putting on the hat and jacket, you accepted the contract.
This is a fucked up way to run a popular holiday, man. Also, Scott doesn't immediately tell him that he didn't wear the hat, just the jacket, so the contract is null and void. Tim the Tool, man.
Dad, you gotta see this place.
You better come take a look at this cliche.
You leave tomorrow morning. You have 11 months to get your affairs in order, and you're due back here Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving? I mean, that's awfully kind of them to give him some time to say goodbye, but isn't Thanksgiving cutting it a little close to be cramming for full Santa-age next year? Also, why does the David Krumholtz elf character have dreadlocks? I mean, I guess it worked for Adam Duritz, but 1994 was weird, dude.
Fucking
You should get
90s.
some sleep.
Yeah, but the sun was already coming up in Chicago when they flew by, and that had to have been several hours ago. Even though the North Pole is constantly dark in the winter, it doesn't mean it's actually nighttime, and Charlie's mom said she was picking him up super early on Christmas Day. Just because there's magic here doesn't mean you can Doctor Strange the timeline, damn it. Why are Scott's pajamas a perfect fit? We've seen that Santa outfit was huge on him, and Judy definitely gave him official Santa's PJs. Did the original Santa squeeze his fat ass into these things?
Magic!
I see it, but I don't believe it.
Really? Because I can totally believe this is an obviously painted backdrop you're looking at.
Dad was Santa, and Larry showed me the workshop. You know where they make all the toys?
God damn it, I've heard kids more excited about describing a trip to the grocery store. How the hell does Charlie state this so matter-of-factly?
That's the new Santa. The regular Santa fell off the roof. Then Dad put on the suit.
I'm not sure exactly how old Charlie's supposed to be.